Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 6. Back again to do another trip. This time on Birmingham Cross City. Yes. And in the Voyager, which seems to have made an impromptu stop here at Bromsgrove. So we're going to take it from here at Bromsgrove on its way into Birmingham New Street before it heads on to Edinburgh Waverley. Grab that guidebook to all things Train Sim World and let's go. So hi there, Steve here, and yes, welcome to Train Sim World 6. If you're new to my content, or even if you're not, then welcome indeed. This video going out on a Wednesday, which is where I put short form content for Train Sim World. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get the route for Train Sim World 6, to where you can watch me live on Twitch 6 days of the week doing all sorts of things, including some Train Sim stuff on a Tuesday generally, and a link down there to the Discord server as well. This is one of the many layers. Having installed Birmingham to Crewe and the Riviera line and various other routes, and keeping them all installed, it means you get this layering then to other routes. So it's definitely worth checking out what routes you've got, and then once you've installed a new route, what extra layers you've got. So we've now got the Voyager, which is on its way to Edinburgh Waverley, but calling at Birmingham New Street in this instance. So we're going to take the run from here up the Lickey Incline, which is always an interesting thing to do, and then into Birmingham New Street. So we'll close the doors, and then we've got 13 miles to go till we get to Birmingham New Street. So just a bit of a non-stop run, but thought it'd be interesting to do.
The next station is Birmingham New Street. This is a cross-country service to Edinburgh Waverley.
Yeah, and I do like those announcements. So that's an on-train announcement. So let's give it some beans. So it'd be interesting to see. It's the first time actually doing Birmingham Cross City in Train Sim World 6. So it'd be interesting to see the sort of layering that we're getting and the sort of things that we're seeing then when we get into New Street. In theory, it should be just as busy. There we go. We'll turn that on. So this should be a bit quicker up the Lickey Incline than other trains are. There we go. So there's our 54 mile an hour, 55 mile an hour flat out run up the Lickey Incline. Still not a fan of the Voyager, I've got to admit. It just seems to be all noise. So it is going to be a 12-mile dash. Be interesting to see if we see some other things that aren't 323s and 170s, because that's all that's standard running on this 170 timetable within Birmingham Cross City. I know it gets confusing. I confuse myself. But this should make short work of the climb up. Does go to show how big of a hill this is. 2.7 degrees, which is a really long climb, having been up and down it multiple times in various trains. Some you notice it on. Used to notice it on the 323s, didn't really notice it on the angry trains, the new ones that are on Birmingham Cross City. So on most you don't even notice that you're on a hill because it just carries on at line speed. This, yeah, flat out. Right, we've made it to the top, so now we want to back off a bit because we got a 75 limit, and so far we've seen nothing else. Right, now we we got a 90. So we can get back on the power again. So it's saying we got 18 minutes before we arrive at Birmingham New Street. So hopefully that's just allowing me to a bit of flex in the timetable, because it's less than 10 miles away. And at these sorts of speeds, it shouldn't take that long to make our way to New Street. We'd like to think not, anyway. Although there is a yellow now I've just spotted up ahead of us. So does that mean we are actually going to get held up behind something? Or at least it means there's something else running. Okay, we'll back off the power. Alright, well that's now changed to greens. Oh, so there we go. So there's our first train. So there's the 323 running. At least that shows there are other things running on the tracks. And yeah, greens. No, there is a yellow coming up, so that does mean there's something in front of us. And I reckon, and just going out on a limb here, I reckon that's a train. I know, controversial and all that, but I think that's what it is. I think in front of us, somewhere down the line, and I'd even go as far as to say between here and Birmingham New Street, is another train. I'd almost sort of wager the fact that there's probably more than one. I know. We'll keep the power off a little tiny bit as we make our way in, because I'm sure we're going to get a reduced powery, speedy thing. But it is nice to finally get some other things on this line, because it has always felt a bit lacking. And the first time we had Cross City, it's like, yeah, great line, but you're only seeing the 323s. Then we're now getting the 170s. Now we're now getting more stuff. So it is good to see Birmingham New Street get busier. As I said, I've not seen it yet in Cross City. I've seen it in Birmingham to Crewe. So it'd be interesting to see how busy it is within Cross City. We've seen one other train so far. Right, 2.5 miles, we've got a 45. As we definitely make our way slowly in. So I'm not applying power because I'm conscious of the fact that we are chasing something. So if I speed up, there's another train. There's a 170. Right, we've got greens again. But again, 1.7 miles, we've got that 45. Oh, a couple of trains here, look. One going, so 323 going the other way, 323 going the same way as us as we make our way through. And then we got our 45. So not going to start slowing down just yet. So it should be a relatively quick run into New Street. Right, so that's pre-warning us of the speed limit change, I reckon. So now we'll apply a little bit of brake. That's to get us down to that 45. Which is just the other side of this next station, so we should be okay. There we go. Now I'll go back to coasting again. Right, so here's the 45 limit. I think because of this corner, which is quite cornery. A little bit more of the breakage. Right, then we got a 60, then we got a 50. So again, I'm not in too much of a rush because we got plenty of time before we're supposed to arrive. So it's pointless accelerating too much. We can go up to a little bit, I suppose. There we go. Yeah, it always seems to me that the Voyager's like almost the idle's set too high on the engines. It's like it's stuck at a really high idle. Yeah, so New Street we're due 8:56 it says, but I can't see how it's going to take that long unless, as I say, it does hold us outside the station. I've got a yellow. I'm not overly concerned. It is likely to get busier the closer we get. So there's another 170 going that way. So this is definitely a busier bit of line now. I think I'll be interested to do some more Cross City. Obviously, you're not going to see layering everywhere because not everything goes everywhere. But at least when you're passing through New Street, you should notice it being busier. Right, 3.1 miles. As we make our way in, and yes, I know I'm going slower than I should be going. But yeah, just conscious of the fact that there is something in front of us. So I'd rather continue on at a slightly slower speed, which isn't the right thing to do. I know you should be at line speed where possible. So I know that would then technically hold up something behind me. But we'll see. Another single yellow. I'm hoping it doesn't snarl up now as we're getting closer to the station. 2.8 miles away. Alright, well there's a double yellow. Which means we've got a single yellow just round this corner. Then hopefully we don't have a red. It'd be nice if we don't. Yeah, there is. Okay, so there's our red, which is a mile away. So that's a mile outside of New Street itself, and it's going to grind us to a halt. Yeah, single yellow. And then a red. Okay, let's apply some brake then. Be really embarrassing if I ran a red on a YouTube video, wouldn't it? Oh no, we've gone yellow. Okay. So I'm guessing we were waiting for something. So whether that's cleared out the way. Right, so we got another red. So yeah, I think we're definitely following something that's stopping in front of us. Which is, well, it's a twin track, isn't it? So if there's something stopping at a platform in front of us, we got to stop behind it. Oh no, it's gone to a yellow now. Right, so that's left. And we should be fine when we get to New Street. Excuse me. Because then we'll be able to just go to our own platform. So while I'm keeping that speed down, so we've got another red now. It's moved forward to a 20, so that's going to hold us in the tunnels just outside New Street, I reckon, maybe. Possibly, slightly. Right, let's do the slow lean then. Oh no, we've gone green. So I reckon whatever it was in front of us then has diverged off onto its platform. And that's freed us up to be able to enter into our platform, platform 9, where we're not due for another 5 minutes. Okay, braking.
We are now approaching Birmingham New Street.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
There you go. I do like those announcements. They do make such a difference. They just seem to bring the whole thing to life. And I like that. I like that a lot. Right, 10 miles an hour then, ish. In we come. Well, I've already seen 350s. There's a 170 coming in by the side of us. That's already busier. There's a Pendolino in. We've got another Voyager in. That's busy. Yeah, we like that. We like the busyness. Bring it on. That's how we want every route in Train Sim World. Right, let's bring this thing to a stop. Oh, and a bad little run, actually. Consider it as just a non-stop run from Bromsgrove.
This is Birmingham New cross-country service to Edinburgh Waverley. The next station is Burton-on-Trent.
And it's a shame we can't take it there. There we go then. A quick little run from Bromsgrove to Birmingham New Street. We better get off this train, haven't we, before we end up being taken to Burton-on-Trent. There we go. There we go. And yeah, it's great to see Birmingham New Street finally busy. We like that. Don't forget to check out the links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get the route. The link down there to a Twitch page as well, where you can watch me live on Twitch 6 days of the week doing all sorts of things, including trains every Tuesday. And the link down there to the Discord server as well. Until the next time then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.